morning, good morning. I got married to camp already. I got my laundry going, my dishwasher rebooted, my bed is made. I've had 2 cups of coffee. Poor Mary was a zombie this morning. Literally like putting her head down at the table even once we got to camp. Like I have had to like poke and prod and try to just keep her awake. She's so tired. But I think she actually went to bed at a reasonable time last night. I know I went to bed between 12:30 and 1. So I didn't hit my goal of going to bed by midnight, but I still got closer to going to bed by midnight. And then I got up around 7:30. I had a really hard time waking up this morning. I did actually take my meds last night, which probably contributed to it since I haven't taken them in a while. And the muscle relaxers do tend to make me more tired for a little bit until I get used to them when I haven't been on them for a while. So hopefully they will start to help with the muscle aches and all of that good stuff. And then, you know, my Celexa is my maintenance med for my anxiety. So hopefully that will, you know, usually takes a week or so for that to really do its job if I have completely gone off the rails with my meds. But I didn't take my morning meds yet. I'm reluctant to do so this morning because my brain wants me to crawl back into bed. It's like I was reluctant to make my bed because I wanted to get back into it so badly. But I really should stay up and try to be productive and help put myself back onto a better sleep schedule. I haven't checked my little gadget to see. I have a sleep app that's supposed to like rate my sleep and how many times I like woke up and was tossing and turning, and it's supposed to wake me up when I'm snoring, because I snore a lot and keep my poor husband awake. It's a neat little app. But yeah, to-do list today is to get the kids, the teenagers, camp paperwork done because they go to camp tomorrow, and to make sure that they have everything together and ready to go to get dropped off in the morning for 4 or 5 days at camp. That's my big, gotta get that thing done. Other than that, I think it's just my basic routines, and because it is Tuesday, it's food bank day, and I gotta clean out the refrigerator. And I think that's about it for my big goals for today, to just try to stay on top of my regular daily routines and add a little bit, like I said. Alrighty, well, I'm wearing out. It's been busy. I've been really getting stuff done, which is awesome. Trying to find some place to stick you. Let's see, maybe I can stick you up here. I love this little bendy thing, but I gotta figure it out. Okay, hey, that'll work. Okay, well, I am here folding laundry now. I've been very productive, so I figured I'd catch you up while I knock out this load of laundry. I got the floors vacuumed, I got my bathrooms cleaned up, I've done several loads of laundry. I don't know, what else? I don't know, I'm wearing down. I can feel it, like my fatigue is starting to kick in. My back was starting to ache and stuff, so I actually sat down in bed for a little bit and just listened to my book for a little while. I'm reading / listening to Cujo. I'm making my way through the Stephen King books. Don't I have a pile here? No. Okay, I think I started putting stuff out there. But I had a meeting that I forgot about, which reminds me that I need to sync my calendars because I write everything down in my big paper planner. That is my main, like, the Bible of my life. But then I forget to put it over into my digital calendar so that it pops up on my phone and it shows in my agenda for the day on my watch. So I had forgotten completely that I had an appointment to meet with a potential CLS worker. I guess that's worker, staff member, you know, a CLS staff member for Erin, which is very exciting because this will be somebody that can help Erin with her organization, especially with school coming back up and all of the anxiety that Erin is having about academics and school. You know, because with the 3, I get very overwhelmed. I struggle just to keep up on my daily stuff. When we start adding school stuff into the mix, having to keep track of assignments and who has what and what tests are going to coming up and what people need to study for, I get very overwhelmed, which is one of the main reasons that the school season is so stressful for me, because all 3 kids need a lot of support. And, you know, I'm struggling just to manage my days during the summer when I don't have a whole lot of structure that I need to maintain. So it's going to be really, really helpful for us to have a designated person. You know, I forgot to ask her how many days a week she was wanting to work. Because that's important. Like, you know, we talked about what days she can and can't work, but not necessarily how many days a week we were looking at. Because in my mind, I'm hoping for like at least 2 days a week that she can be here to sit down with Erin and go over her online planners and her physical agenda. You know, to see what assignments are coming up and kind of write that down in her planner so that I have something easy to follow along with. And Erin has something to help him keep track of what she needs to do when he comes home every day from school. It will also help take Erin out into the community to go do fun stuff. Like, so for socializing, can be educational for socializing. She might be able to take Erin up to the nature center, and so Erin can volunteer at the nature center, which is something that's been on my list for ages, that I've never been able to get quite to that point where I felt like I was ready to add that in. So that will be awesome if she can start doing that. I just hope that this staff works out and lasts. The only one real complaint that I have about any of that, the staffing, is there's a high turnover rate. And I guess in my area specifically, we're like kind of on the edge of where it goes from packed city to a more rural area. So they, for whatever reason, they have a really hard time finding staff for this area. And I've had that same problem with Mary Jane and with Erin. Well, with any of them, trying to find CLS, or when I was trying to find ABA people. Respite, because I qualify for all sorts of respite care, to have somebody come out and watch the kids, so I can go take a break and go do stuff for myself and try to keep Momzilla at bay. That self-care thing I was talking about the other day, that I have a hard time squeezing into my schedule. So it looks like it'll be when the kids come back from their summer camp is probably when we would actually start scheduling her to come and spend time with Erin. So that's awesome. I got a phone call from Mary Jane's camp that Mary is basically sleeping all day. Like, she's so tired that she just wants to lay down and sleep. And she was like that this morning when I tried to get her up. Which that can happen sometimes when her Seroquel builds up in her system too much. Because the Seroquel is definitely one that it adds, it's not just like a short-lived medication. It's one that you have to build up in your system. Because if she misses some in a day, we pay for it dearly the next day. And then if it's, starts building up in her system too much, then she starts getting really tired. Because she gets 1 50 milligram pill in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and then 2 at night. And it's only split up like that just to keep her from getting so tired. And to kind of try to keep the levels kind of steady. But there has been times where that midday dose can be really tricky, because either we're out running errands or we're just having chaos at home. We end up missing that midday pill. So sometimes I will, to try to keep the levels even, I'll either give her 2 pills in the morning and 2 pills at night, or on occasion I've even given her 3 at night, which I don't like to give her that much at once, because I think that's what happened is she got her second dose kind of late yesterday, and then her before bed dose. And to top that off, this is the second day that she's had to get up really early for her. She's not used to getting up early since school got out, the end of the school year. When she had CLS, I was getting her up at like 10 or 10:30 every day. And that wasn't even every day, actually. It was just like a couple days a week. So she's really, it's really kind of shocking to her system to try to get up at 7:30 in the morning to get her out to camp. She did go to bed at a reasonable time last night, but I don't think it was still quite early enough to make up for the sleep that she's used to getting. But we'll see. Hopefully it will even out. I'm going to put her to bed even earlier tonight, which means I got to make sure that when I do the food bank, I get dinner started as early as I can, so that way I can get Mary fed and showered and try to get her to bed as early as possible tonight, so that maybe she won't be so tired tomorrow, because tomorrow they go to the pool, and she loves to go to the pool, so I know she's going to want to have fun. So that's about it. That's been my day. I've been like super productive. I still have a lot to get done for the rest of the day, and but I feel good about it. I'm really tired and struggling with my fatigue right now. Oh, I did end up taking my Adipex. I sat down to do the pill caddies because I was getting too tired to be on my feet anymore. So I sat down trying to load the pill caddies, and I only got through mine. And I did end up taking my Adipex, hoping that will kind of kick in and give me some energy to take care of what I need, because I still have so much to do.
Always look on the bright side of life.